Buhari appoints Sarah Alade as Special Assistant on Finance and the Economy. Senate confirms John Soho as Chief Judge of Federal High Court. Katsina deploys tracking machines to curtail attacks. I am Charles Ibe with the news on the hour. President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed Dr. Sarah Omotunde Alade as Special Advisor on Finance and the Economy. Alade, who holds BSc in Economics and PhD in Management Science, retired from the Central Bank of Nigeria as Deputy Governor in 2017 after spending 23 years in the Apex Bank. The announcement was made in a statement by Buhari's Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, on Tuesday. The House of Representatives on Tuesday tasked the federal government to undertake precautionary measures at all the nation's airports, seaports and land borders to curb the reoccurrence of Ebola disease in the country. The resolution was passed sequel to the adoption of a motion sponsored by Honorable Pascal Chigozie Obi, who raised the alarm on the recent outbreak of Ebola virus in the Democratic Republic of Congo DRC in March 2019. Over 1,000 cases of Ebola infections were reported. In the bid to curb the outbreak of the deadly disease in the country, the House urged Federal Ministry of Health to deploy necessary materials and personnel at the Nigerian borders for screening of passengers. The Senate has confirmed the nomination of John Soho as the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court. The lawmakers also confirmed the nomination of Benedict Kaib as the President of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari had last week written to the Senate seeking confirmation of their appointments. The confirmations were sequel to separate presentations of the report of the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, while the Senate President Ahmed Lawan congratulated the nominees and wished them the best of tenure. A Lagos division of the Federal High Court on Tuesday ordered the suspension of the military exercise tagged Operation Positive Identification, which the Nigerian Army said would begin the month across the country. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana had on October 25th filed a suit against the Nigerian Army, the Chief of Army Staff and the Attorney General of the Federation over the exercise. Falana asked the court to declare the operation scheduled for November 1st to December 23rd as unconstitutional, illegal, null and void. At the hearing of the matter on Tuesday, the Nigerian Army and the Chief of Army Staff, who were listed as first and second respondents in the matter, had no legal representation, while Falana informed the court that they were duly served and that he had spoken with their counsel on a probable date to commence substantial hearing of the matter. Agreeing with Falana, the judge Rilwan Aikawa said that due to the nature of the case, a delay will reduce the case to a mere academic exercise and therefore ordered the first and second defendants to maintain the status quo pending determination of the case. The rest of the news will continue after the break. Stay tuned. Cut a slice of the north-central Nigeria with its raw mix of cultures, treasures, and amazing people. Based in the vibrant glory of the beauty of nature with striking landscapes. And that's the best from agriculture, commerce and entrepreneurship. Put in a mix of local politics and governance from a resourceful people with amazing lifestyles, and you are right in the center of the northern Nigeria. North Central Journal, a compendium of people, places, news and views, all in an amazing mix that bears it all. Only on Television Nigerian.
Advocating for the voiceless, she has been able to bring hope to the girl child, people with special needs, IDPs. She has carried out programs and volunteered for several charity organizations. Hadassah Ibingi Gloriana Alapata is passionate about adding values to humanity.
Hello Nigerians, I am Hadassa Ibingi Gloriana Alaputa, currently Miss Nigeria, United Nations. I am representing my beautiful country, Nigeria, at the 2019 Miss World United Nations Pageant Finals in India. Please, I need your votes to win the crown. To vote, kindly visit www.pageantplanet.com/profiles Hadassa Ibingi Gloria Alaputa. Your time of voting starts now.
Thanks for joining us again. It is still the news on the hour. Katsina State Government has announced the deployment of newly acquired sophisticated tracking machines by the Directorate of State Security Services, DSS, to track the movements of bandits and monitor their procurement of arms and ammunition in order to curtail attacks in the state. Secretary to the Government of the State and Chairman of the Security Committee, Dr. Mustafa Mohammed Inuwa, disclosed this while supervising the distribution of relief materials to IDPs and victims of banditry attacks to 11 wards in Dan Musa local government area of the state. Inuwa said the state government is more than ready to deal decisively with unrepentant bandits and ensure total return to peace and security in the state. Adamawa State Governor Ahmed Fintiri has ordered the implementation of the 30,000 naira new minimum wage in the state. According to a statement by the Director of Media and Communications, Solomon Kumangar, the minimum wage takes effect from November 2019. Governor Fintiri had promised to implement the new national minimum wage once the federal government concluded discussions on its consequential effect. A 5-story building that serves as a shopping plaza at Balogun Market was gutted by fire in the early hours of Tuesday. The fire, which reportedly began at a section of the 5th floor of the building, occurred at the Mandilas axis of the popular Balogun Market. Nosa Okumbo, the spokesperson of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, said officials of LASEMA had been deployed to the scene and other responders are on ground to put out the fire. He added that security officials, traffic officials, Lagos Fire Service, Federal Fire Service and other agencies are also present. On the foreign scene, at least 9 U.S. citizens, including 6 children, has been killed in a violent attack by suspected drug cartel gunmen in northern Mexico. The victims are members of the Lebaron family linked to a breakaway Mormon community which settled in Mexico several decades ago. Mexico's security minister said the group could have been targeted accidentally through mistaken identity. In a Tuesday morning tweet, President Donald Trump described the group as a wonderful family and friends who got caught between 2 vicious cartels. In sports, the federal government on Tuesday withdrew the corruption charges against the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, and 4 other members of the board. The Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over by Justice Ijoma Ojukwu, discharged and acquitted Pinnick, NFF Secretary Sanusi Mohammed, the first Vice President Sheyi Akinwumi, the second Vice President Shehu Diko, and an executive member, Yusuf Fresh. The attendants were acquitted after the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice wrote to withdraw the charges filed before the court by the disbanded Special Presidential and Investigation Panel. The Office of the AGF said that there was no basis for the charges filed against Pinnick and the others. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Sunday Dare, has promised to assist the Nigeria Women's Football League to gain sponsorship for the Nigeria Women's Premier League. Dare stated this while addressing journalists after the 2018/2019 season Nigeria Women's Premier League Super 4 final won by River Angels. He commended the skills displayed by the women footballers, adding that the sports ministry was dedicated to the development of women's football in the country. That's the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Charles Ibe.